You thought I was gonna fold. You thought I wasn't gonna upload today, but I did. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We have some pretty big news to talk about around Bakhmut. It seems like a small localized Ukrainian counterattack was able to push Russia back to Tokarivka and Yahidne. They lost a lot of their progress around Svatove, mostly because they were attempting to advance on Dubovo-Vasilivka. This is beginning to show how stretched out Russia's forces are, and that they needed to move multiple forces away from an area where there was heavy fighting to conquer another area. Fighting has begun in the northern industrial segment of Bakhmut. Russia's been entering the industrial areas to the north and the south as well. Their directions of attack indicate that they're most likely trying to go for a second encirclement movement to sort of cut off the Ukrainians in the high-rise buildings in the middle. So they'll have to retreat and then go back to this segment of Bakhmut split around the rail lines and then eventually fully retreat outwards. They're doing this at the same time as trying to just encircle the entire city around it as well. Russia is throwing a lot of troops into the actual city itself to try to take the industrial areas inside of it, which doesn't make a whole ton of sense when they're suffering counterattacks on their flanks, while having their entire operation dedicated to encircling the city since they couldn't take it back in August. And this is really good for the Ukrainians because these areas are largely fields, which because of the weather and the mud conditions is going to make it much harder for Russia to re-advance to the areas where they were at. This is going on while it's becoming more and more evident that Ukraine is planning a big counterattack by Bakhmut. Troops were noted in the biggest settlement and sort of the hub of the region, Minkiivka, and people are thinking that the attack is going to come in a couple different directions. There's probably going to be a prong of it by Blahodatne, one in the south by Kurdyumivka, and another one by Yakovlivka. This is if Ukraine is planning to do a counterattack by Bakhmut. It still hasn't been confirmed, and it's basically all rumors right now. But it has been noted that Ukraine is gathering a lot of troops by the northern region of Bakhmut, by south of Siversk. It really seems like the battle for Bakhmut is going to be decided in the coming week. And with Russia losing this substantial progress around Svatove, this allowed Ukraine to set up a pontoon bridge, which makes it way easier for them to retreat, which means they can stay in the city longer and bleed out Russian troops. Overall, this set Russia back about 5 days or a week of progress, and we're just gonna have to see how the rest of it develops. And that's what we got today. See you guys later. Thank you to my channel members Gene Helfrich, Steve Grun, Robert Jenkins, Richard Quadri, David Appel, Russell Whiskey, Dalo Mathatas, Stephen Benz, Phil Martin, Evie Fong, Evan Shin, Mr. Walkman, Rye Jones, Chaspex, Smile Daydream, Javette Witter, and a special thanks to my third year members Jacob Munch, Joel Raindell, Mike Q, Joe Sauer, PG, JG Bashlow, Maxim Zavershinsky, Jane Dungu, and Matthew Barnes. See you guys later.